Hello, art students. I'm Mrs. Mars, and today we will create a fall landscape composition using layering and overlapping technique to create depth within the composition. Materials needed for this lesson are one large sheet of beige construction paper. We will need a pair of scissors, a black magic marker or marker, I should say, one pencil, and a glue stick. You will also need one sheet of blue construction paper, and you will also need an array of fall color construction pieces of construction paper. Now here I have dark oranges, I have reds, pink, pale pink, gray, brown, yellow, light oranges, bright reds, dark oranges, dark reds. Whatever you choose, just have an array of what would you consider fall-like colors, okay? Let's begin. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your blue piece of construction paper, and I don't know if you can see the very end of this, so I'm just going to adjust it so you can. And you're going to take this full sheet of paper and glue it at the very top of your page, like so, okay? So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to put glue, especially over the corners and the edges, making sure I glue them really good. There we go. You want to make sure it sticks. And there's no lifting in the corners. Turn that over and nestle it right in the corners like so. And glue that down. Perfect. Okay, easy. Now I'm going to lift this up and make it nice and flat for you. Now we're going to take a sheet of paper and I'm going to start with maybe like a yellow, like a burnt yellow. And I'm going to fold it in half so I can create two trees at a time. And taking my pencil, I'm going to make some like oval, circular, odd circle shapes, okay? So my first circle, I'm going to do something like this. Because we're going to just use solid shapes to create our trees. So something like that is perfect. Hope you guys can see that at home. And I'm going to cut that out. And again, your shapes don't have to be perfectly even. Awesome. And I'm going to place that up there. I'm not gluing anything down yet. I just want to get an idea of how to place my trees. The next color I'm going to choose, I think I'm going to do like a dark orange. I really want that dark orange in there. So again, I'm going to fold this in half. And I might make this shape a little different. Maybe a little more circular, an odd circle shape. Looks pretty good. And I'm going to cut that out. Okay, so now I have some more shapes. Now I can turn this one this way and this way. We're just going to have some overlapping going on. And I'm going to choose another color, this nice dark rich red. Again, folding my sheet in half. I'm going to make another shape. And I think I want to make this one a little different. I want to make it a little more oval-like. You can see that. And I'm going to cut that out. Now, if I ever need more of this color, I always have some left over here. So always kind of reserve the colors that you've used on the side. So you have that left over. I'm now going to take some brown. Of course, we need brown for fall, right? And I'm going to fold that. Again, making another shape. I made this one a little pointier at the end, more like an evergreen shape, even though we know evergreens don't turn brown. They stay green all year round. But this is a different tree shape that I want to lay in here. So I'm going to take that and have that. Now I have this beautiful pink. And I know pink, there's no trees that actually turn pink, but this is more like for aesthetics purposes, and it gives it a nice balance of color. So I'm just going to make this tree maybe a little round, more circular shaped. Okay, and I'm going to cut that out. Now, if I'm moving too fast, you can always pause this tape and then pick up where I left off. Okay. I also have some gray, and I think gray gives it a nice balance as well. Adding some color in here to give it a variety of color. And I'm going to draw a shape for gray as well. And I just want to kind of make it similar to another shape that I've already done. That looks good. They're not too perfect. And I really don't want them to be. You know, I want some little ones. I want some big ones. There we go. And I'm going to add a little more orange and a brighter color red. I think that would do it. I'm going to put these together. Well, nah, I don't want to put those together. I'm going to add a little more orange. I want a little more fall in here. So. There we go. And our last color, a nice bright red to liven all of this up. And I want red to be kind of bold and big. Now I can always readjust these and recut them to size according to how they fit into my composition. So nothing's set in stone. I just basically wanted to lay out all of my colors here. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to now take my magic marker, or marker, I should say. It doesn't matter if you have a pointy one or a fat one. I'm going to start laying in my trees. So I wanted to start with this one first, and I want to move this over to the side. And I'm going to start drawing some branches right over it. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to come up with a straight line. And then I'm going to start to make like branches. Almost like I'm kind of tracing out a tree. And we start with our simple lines first, and then we migrate into different lines. Coming off of the branches, branches coming up off those branches, so on and so forth, okay? And I think that's pretty good. Now, how we show different variety in our trees is by how we draw our branches, like so, okay? So these are going to be different. Not one is going to look like the other, and it's going to give it a really, really nice feel and a nice look to it, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue in my first tree. Somewhere in here on the page. Awesome. Okay, now I'm going to take another color. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to start with a line in the center. And I'm going to branch out curved lines like this. Nice. And then within those curved lines, I'm going to make some more curved lines. Looks good to me. Now on the ends, I'm just going to make some circles. They don't have to be perfect. Just to give it a nice aesthetic look to it. Because I want them all to be different. I don't want one to be just like the other. And just add them randomly all over like so. Really cool. Again, glue and place. I'm going to start to overlap. So this should go here. And you want these trees to have different heights. So you're not going to place it overlapping nice and evenly. This one's higher than this one's lower, okay? Moving on to the next. I think I want to add maybe some, let's go deep red. Deep red would be really nice, okay? So this one, I'm going to do a little different. I'm going to draw a line in the center, like I started with the others. And I'm going to draw these lines going straight up like this. Nice. And kind of overlapping and crossing each other, like it's just many, many lines going around. Perfect. I'm going to turn it over, glue, in place. Just like that. Pretty good. Okay. Let's keep moving. I'm going to try a different color now. I'm going to move on to red. Maybe place red here and maybe start with brown again. So I'm going to do red almost the same way I did this one. I want to curve those lines out. Oh, my Marker seems like it's drying on me. Grab another one. Nice. And I'm going to overlap this one. Like right here, just kind of breaking up that color a little bit. Okay. All right. So now I have, let's see. I think that'll be really neat. Brown. And I'm going to do brown similar to how I've done the other one. Just a line in the center. And I'm just going to make straight lines going slanting upwards like this. If you have another idea, please use it. Be creative. That's what I want to encourage. So now I'm going to place that one here. And we're overlapping. We're going to keep going. I want to bring some yellow here. So I think I like that. I'm going to place yellow there. Maybe a yellow here, a pink here. That would be nice. Okay, let's do pink. Now pink is a little different. I think I'm going to do some like more wiggly lines. So I'm going to just do one here and then one here, one there, and here. Here we go. You know what else I would like to do? Maybe some dots. Make it a little different. You know, gives it a little abstract feel. Awesome. Very different. Okay, so I'm going to kind of place this one up here in the corner. And then we're going to go back to yellow. Now, I want my yellow trees to be very similar to what I've already done. So I'm just going to make my random branches like I did before. Let me get another marker. Good. And I'm going to overlap placing that one. Oh, I should place it. Well, no, right here. Looks pretty good to me. Let me bring it up just a little bit more. I don't want to see too many gaps in between. I want them to overlap perfectly, okay? All right, so now I have gray, and I could place gray like maybe right in here. Yeah, I think it'll be perfect right there. Yes. Okay. Maybe I should do it like this. No, that's perfect. Okay, so I'm going to do gray now. And let's see. I like the straight lines, but I think I'm going to do something a little different. And I'm going to make these branches kind of fan out differently. There we go. Something a little different. Not too drastic, but it works. And I like it. So I'm going to take this one. Again, I'm going to glue it down. Overlap it right there. Now we want to leave some bottom here. So we don't get to use all of our colors. That's fine. We just want to keep overlapping. I think I want to bring this one here. Maybe this one here. Let's see what works. What works? Oh, red is nice. And just work with it. What colors work for you? What colors you just don't want to place there? You know, I think I kind of like this arrangement. I would like to put a little more brown in there, maybe somewhere. Maybe like here. That's looking pretty good. What do you think? I think I like it. So first things first, my red here. And I'm going to copy what I did there. And I want to place this behind here, line it up. Now I have this light orange. I'm just going to add these like circular shapes to this branch just to give it a different look. I want to place that one like right here, but I want this one to kind of stand out. So I'm going to just place this one down. I know I haven't glued it yet, but I'm going to trace out this other one. And I'm going to make a trunk at the base. Really good. And I'm going to place some circles in there too. Just like I did the orange, the second orange tree that I made. Okay. I know I did that one kind of late, but it works. So now I have all these extras. I really don't need them. It looks really good the way it is. I like the fact that it's not all even at the bottom. I'm going to extend my branch in my trunk like this. And there you have it. Your fall color tree landscape. And it looks absolutely beautiful. Now, if you like, you can get creative and maybe draw some birds flying in the sky. That's all up to you. I kind of like mine the way it is, and I want to leave it just like this. I think when we see the fall leaves change and the trees change, it just looks so beautiful and magnificent. If you're ever driving on the parkway or the turnpike and you see all the beautiful array of colors in the trees, it just looks so lovely and so different. I really enjoy that part of fall. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is your landscape lesson, overlapping, just to create, you know, a layering, overlapping technique to create depth within your composition. I had fun and I hope you guys did too. Hope you guys enjoy it and bye.